Wow, that brought tears to my eyes. There's so many of you I haven't been able to see. Just watching you join one by one and see us come together is choked me up. I guess that's what we're here to do, to celebrate together. I'm McKay Moore-Solberg, and I'm the past director of the CDS program. And I want to give a very warm welcome to our cohort 2019-21. That's your official group title, even if you don't know it, cohort. That's how we refer to you. And I just have to pause for a moment to be able to look at all of you and savor seeing all of you together. And I also want to stop and recognize all your family and friends and give you a chance to recognize them. I know that this journey required a lot of support, and that there's people on here today and people not on here today that helped you get here. So I'll take a moment and let you wave and chat and thank your family and friends for helping you get here. I also want to acknowledge Megan's family who's with us today, and I want to tell you how much it means to us and how much it helps our own healing that you're participating, and that Megan will forever be in the hearts of CDS, and she's with us today. Okay, well, I've been reflecting. I want to say a few welcome remarks, and I've just been reflecting on your journey of your master's program, which, as I'm sure I don't need to remind you, is a journey like no other cohort has ever had. And hopefully maybe in most ways a journey that no other cohort will have again. The pandemic changed everything for your training. After just 2 terms of completing your core coursework in your clinic, you had bonded, you'd formed a learning community, you'd laid your clinical foundations, and then suddenly you were thrust into a world of remote learning and teletherapy while beginning to experience the fear and isolation from COVID. You lost your beloved peer, Megan. It was hard. What was so impressive is that each of you named it when it was hard, and then you persevered. And I know I speak for the faculty when we say that we learned from you as well. In some ways, the pandemic was kind of a great equalizer, as we too had to scramble to figure out how to deliver our curriculum in this new context. And together as dyads, professors, supervisors, and student dyads, we worked together. And not only are you ready because you're well-trained evidence-based practitioners, we know that, but you're also ready because you know how to collaborate, you know how to roll up your sleeves, and you know how to persevere. You know what is needed to realize our mission as practitioners, and we've seen that in every single one of you, and we're so very proud. You walked with us as the faculty mobilized and transformed our program to embrace anti-racist activities this past year. Because in addition to the pandemic, you also, in your cohort, also faced a time when our nation, when America had to face our racism as never before. And I had the advantage of watching the program, the faculties and students, because I was on sabbatical, kind of a bit from the sidelines. I watched all of you engaged in program activities to break down systemic barriers that affect access to education and services across the lifespan. And you did that with us, and you learned with us. And what's very heartening is we know that you'll take those lessons with you into the field. I could not be more proud this past year to have said I was a faculty member of the U of O CDS program and that you were our students. Your cohort has been a gift, and the program has really evolved from your engagement, and I want you to know that. I know that with achievement comes responsibility, and each of you has completed a very rigorous program and achieved your master's degree amidst very difficult context. But among your responsibilities, as we've seen this year, is to work to end the racial and economic divide and the systemic racism that has historically plagued our society. You've learned that to say and to do nothing is to contribute to its sustenance, and we hope that this program has helped prepare you to do that. I think the hopeful part of my message is that you are a collection of individuals who's demonstrated engagement and commitment to evidence-based practices, and that we know that you yourselves have individually emphasized the importance of inclusion and justice and improving the access to services for the clients that we're charged to serve. Individually, you're going to transform the many clients over your career, many, many clients. Each of you will be touching the lives of so many individuals. And collectively, very important to us, you will transform the field of speech language pathology as you work in a whole range of systems and contexts. You will all be going to different places for work. We are counting on you to form communities with your patients, to work collaboratively with your patients, with your students, and with your colleagues to figure out solutions to increase your reach and impact on those that you're trained to serve. And then we want you to embed those solutions and help make those systemic changes. Before I pass the mic on, I just want to say, and I get to say this being a person who's been in the field for over 30 years in practice, that in spite of the challenges and responsibilities that I've alluded to, I just want you to know you are entering a spectacularly wonderful field. I've been at it for over 3 decades, and I can tell you I still love being a speech language pathologist. In spite of the fact that there's a zillion different types of jobs and places you can work, you get to go to work every day and feel like you made a difference. And not everyone can do that in their job. So I'm so excited for you. I'm so very excited for the field. And I just want to say on behalf of all of the faculty that we are so proud and also hopeful to know that for each of us individually that you're joining our ranks. Congratulations to each of you. Congratulations to your families. I'm now going to turn it over to Jennifer Meyer, the Director of Clinical Education, who's going to give a tribute to your clinical journey. Thank you.
Thank you, McKay. I have had the privilege of getting to meet with all of you in the last couple of days for your exit meetings, and each meeting I've been overcome with so much pride for all of you and your journeys. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to see you with all of your loved ones today to remind you and to share with them just a little bit about your clinical journey. Just 21 months ago, you all nervously walked into a clinic room or a clinical setting to work with your very first client or group. I remember walking through the clinic that first week, and I could feel that nervous energy and excitement, and maybe just a little bit of fear. Since that first tentative day, the faculty has had the privilege of watching your clinical skills, instincts, and confidence just grow and grow. As a cohort, you have collectively earned over 14,000 direct clinical clock hours with clients across the lifespan, providing intervention and assessment in the areas of language, speech, sound disorders, fluency, social aspects of communication, hearing, cognitive aspects of communication disorders, voice, and swallowing. You've rotated through specialty clinics, learning about different disorders and communication differences, and how to systematically approach each new client, utilizing the evidence base as a launching place for determining individualized assessment and treatment approaches. Your journey was disrupted in spring 2020 in an unprecedented way. You scrambled with all of us to learn about telepractice and to develop materials and discover interesting ways to engage your clients over Zoom. You focused on your clients, knowing that so many services were shutting down at that time, and that the speech services they were receiving through the Headco Clinic allowed them to remain connected to community and to continue working on their goals. Your telepractice skills flourished as the terms continued, and you modeled for the faculty, our community SLPs, and the incoming cohort what quality assessment and intervention can look like through a screen. You work together to find new ways to connect despite social distancing in a world full of the unknown. The loss of cohort member Megan rocked our CDS community. I'm grateful that you were able to share your vulnerabilities, and I'm grateful for the deep connections made during that time and the incredible resilience and determination you all demonstrated to make a difference in the lives of your clients in memory of and in honor of Megan. After your time as part of the head co-clinic had ended, you spent 20 weeks immersed in a full-time externship experience, one in a medical setting, one in an educational setting. And for those weeks, you lived the life of the professionals you are about to become, taking over their caseloads and making a difference in the lives of those you serve. You will enter the field capable of a greater degree of flexibility, more resilient, and more determined than previous cohorts. You'll utilize your strong foundation in evidence-based practice, person-centered care, and clinical decision-making to tackle the challenges you'll face in your clinical fellow year. You'll utilize the tools and skills you developed as a graduate clinician to fight for social justice, advocate for your clients, and incite systemic change. Speech-language pathology is a clinical field, a helping field, a field where science, skill, advocacy, compassion, human connection, and collaboration come together to make a difference. You all have learned so much since that very first week of clinic. I felt joy and pride watching each of you grow in your confidence and abilities to provide clinical services to clients, and know that each of you will impact the future of our profession. Colleagues, because I can officially say that now, because you're our colleagues, I am confident in your ability to move forward in this field and in the world with passion, knowledge, and the ability to connect, serve, and inspire. Now, we have some words of gratitude and inspiration from some familiar faces, some folks that some of you might recognize. These are clients your cohort has served in person and virtually. Clients who will tell you in their words what your work has meant to them and their hopes for your futures.
Yeah.
Okay, I thank you all for coming tonight for this special occasion and seeing your daughters and sons graduate from college. It's a great thing to be a part of. I know because I've got two college students myself and waiting to find out if they're going to have graduation as well. So I know what you folks are going through. I just want to say that this has worked both ways. I learned a lot from them, and hopefully they've had a chance to learn a lot about what they want to do for hopefully the rest of their lives. Know that not everyone gets it right the first time, so chances are you may not end up being what you thought you were going to be when you graduate from college. But whatever you do it with all the gusto you can. You don't have to be the best there is, but be the best that you can be. I just want to let you know that I had a stroke about 5 years ago, and I've been going to this place for over 3 years. And when I first came, I could hardly talk at all, and I'm up to multiple sentences now. It's a long way back from what I had, but thanks to your kids, I've come a long way, and it was an honor to give a chance to speak at this grand occasion. With the stroke, you lose all sense of from your head to your body, and I'm in the process of reconnecting everything, and it'll take many years to do this. So by the time you guys graduate, I'll still be here. So if you come back, you can still look me up. Anyway, I want to again thank you for the honor of speaking. I don't really have too many wise wisdom people, but just let it know that wherever you try, give it your go. If you fall down, it's important that you get back up. Not too many people find it easy to do what you're doing, but helping others like you do in your job is a great thing to honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, it's recording. Hello, Communication Disorders and Sciences graduates. Congratulations. I am a UO alumni, and I graduated in 2016 with a doctorate in special education. You may be wondering why I'm here talking to you all today. After graduating, I was traveling around the US doing trainings, speaking at conferences, and running a clinic. And then one day, my world changed. I had a stroke at the end of January 2020. I went from being proud of my communication to having only a few words. I just remember my nurse kept asking what my birthday was, but all I could say was 666666. The words I thought and wanted to express were not matching what I was expressing out loud, and that was very frustrating. I had to relearn communication. I have worked with families and clients in my field of special education for many years, and I have always appreciated speech therapists. But now I have a whole level of appreciation because I was on the other side of the table getting services. I want to give a shout out to my friends and family, specifically my mom, who thank goodness was retired, stayed with me for 4 months to support me since I couldn't talk to schedule medical appointments and helping me with my speech therapy homework. I also need to acknowledge Diana, my first speech therapist from Birdsong, who from the beginning helped me advocate for myself and told me about this amazing UO Headco clinic since I was only able to have 30 speech therapy sessions from insurance. I am so grateful for Elise and all of the wonderful graduate student clinicians who have supported me and had an immense impact on me in my journey of recovery. You have been so collaborative and responsive in setting goals based on what I am needing. You have always been so encouraging and motivating to me. Speech therapy has become my safe space where I have an hour a week to talk about what is happening in my communication and release my frustration. Thank you for always hearing me and supporting me with goals and new targets to motivate me. With you supporting me, I have been able to go back to work, and now I am talking to you today at this graduation. I encourage you as you go through your own journey. Be positive and optimistic, vulnerable and humble, and be resilient in your life. Thank you.
Hey guys, I just want to give a shout out to the graduating class and just share and reflect a little bit about how you guys have helped me and also how you've helped me gain more confidence in my speaking ability. I think that when I first started with all you guys, I was definitely not where I wanted to be, just as far as everything goes, like as far as my fluency, I think just these strategies that I've tried in the past just weren't working, and so I just wanted to thank you all for all you're doing and continue to do. And yeah, I think that the speech therapy has really helped me, and I definitely do see the benefits from it, and I continue to work every day at it. So I just wanted to say thank you to this class, and yeah, and good luck on your next journey, because I know you guys are gonna do great. So yeah, I'll leave you on that note. And yeah, again, thank you all for all you've done.
Hi, I'm Everett and I'm in 2nd grade and a person who stutters. I love U of L speech therapy and I'm thankful for my teachers.
And my name's Erica. I'm Emmy's mom, and we've been getting speech therapy at University of Oregon Headco Clinic for 2 years now. So, Evie, what words would you use to describe how your speech therapy?
Fun, awesome, cool, and great.
Yeah. And what did you say that you like about your speech therapy teachers?
They're patient and interested in what I like.
Yeah. So you wrote a list of words to describe how you feel about your speech. Can you share that with the graduates?
Of course. Cool, positive, nothing negative, awesome, great, and amazing.
All right, you guys heard that list. That is quite the accomplishment for you guys to help your clients with feeling about their speech. So that's an awesome accomplishment. Thank you, graduates. All right, so we were talking about how the work that these speech and language pathology students do is really important. What would you say is important about their job?
Speech therapy is important because it can help people communicate better than they did before if they have speech tools.
Yeah, and you've gotten some really great speech tools from your University of Oregon SLP students, haven't you? So you have some advice for the graduates of the class of 2021, and can you share that with them?
Be prepared to make mistakes and don't be afraid to make them. If you are too hard on yourself, you might go around in circles making the same mistake over and over again. When you are brave and try new things, you can learn to do better.
Awesome. That's some pretty good advice, kiddo. So we came to U of O at the start of the 2019 school year. I wanted the best for Evie, and her future weighed heavily on my shoulders. I didn't want anyone to underdo treatment or overdo treatment. I didn't want to downplay dysfluency or blow it out of proportion. So with much patience, our first term, the speech and language pathology student clinicians, along with Dr. Fanning, helped me to ground my thoughts while giving Evie fluency tools to navigate life at home and outside the clinic as she felt best. It was impressive to see the SLP training in action, integrating treatment of Evie and working with me at the same time. So thank you. Over the past 2 years, I've seen how the SLP program not only trains its students to work with clients on the science of language skills and tools for fluency, but treats them as whole people, bringing different perspectives to help meet individual goals. Evie's not just a case, but she has been treated as a whole person with her family values in mind, which is more of an art than a science. So thank you, SLP students, for working hard to develop the essential balance of art and science. Your future clients need that from you. We started our therapy in person in the clinic and then did a hybrid of Zoom and in person. And of course, we transitioned exclusively to Zoom in 2020. So the resilience that required of you students has built an invaluable grit for your profession, which will require adaptability and endurance in the future. So you've heard it said that your goal should be to continue to be a lifelong learner. This is wise advice, but along with that, make peace with the fact that you won't learn everything overnight. Be patient with yourselves in the process. One step at a time, learning from your mistakes, you will curate an excellence in your profession. Perhaps you have been personally reminded by Evie that you are still a student, even while being her teacher. Now your students know more, but continue to be students of life, asking questions of life and seeking answers. Continue to work hard and bring your gifts to the table and use them for the good of your future clients. Congratulations, class of 2021.
We're so proud of you.
We're so proud of you.
And perhaps the pausing is okay because, like, I don't know if any of you, I was getting some tears in my eyes. So take a moment, maybe get a tissue, regroup while I pull this up here.
I'd love to see in the chat box from any family and friends what it was like to sort of hear from the clients.
I think my mic was turned off. Let's see. Anyway, I think that these young people did a very good job, and it was nice to hear from their clients to see the kind of work that they do.
Okay. So as I mentioned, my name is Stephanie Leanda. I'm going to be talking here about the Evidence-Based Practice Capstone Project Awards. Among my many hats, I help coordinate the Evidence-Based Practice Capstone projects. What the Evidence-Based Practice Capstone projects are the capstone experience of our master students. So over the last year in particular, these graduates have been working very hard to complete a project that encompasses several aspects. To put this together, they had to complete a literature review of a particular topic to identify knowledge gaps. They had to describe the application of some of that literature in a particular approach to a client, for example. They had to synthesize those findings based on that application to a client and form practice recommendations that help form our evidence in the field. And in the end, these projects culminated in a written project. So all of those pieces were put together in a written paper, as well as an oral presentation. So all of our graduates just a few weeks ago presented their work in a formal conference via Zoom to both the faculty, but also these presentations get shared to our community practitioners. So this is a way in which our program helps our students learn about the research aspects, but also helps form the evidence base for our practice. The field is still pretty young here in speech language pathology, so it's incredibly important that our graduates learn about developing these evidence-based practice skills. The projects themselves were excellent this year. We had a wonderful selection of capstone experiences for these students, but today I'm going to highlight some exceptional projects that earned some awards. There are 3 EBP awards that recognize excellence in the capstone projects, and they're based on a nomination from faculty. I'm going to go through each of these 3 awards in turn. I'd like to start first with our Distinguished Masters Capstone Award. Please join me in giving a round of applause wherever you are to Shay Sommerfeld and Jessica Zeeb. The Distinguished Masters Capstone Project is meant to recognize exceptional EBP projects. Students that receive this award have required minimal direction and assistance from their faculty mentors, and they have to have exuded passion and excitement about their projects. These projects are noteworthy in particular because they have a critical analysis of the literature, strong future recommendations, and the integration of research and clinical implementation, not to mention a high caliber of scholarly writing as well. And in particular with Shay and Jessica, their nominations included some of the following comments. There were notes about how extremely passionate and enthusiastic they were while working with their particular client in HEDCO as well. We heard some of those lovely comments, in fact, just moments ago. We also, in their nomination, note that both students were extremely involved in this EBP process, very engaged, and worked with notable independence to come up with their presentation topics and to complete each assignment. They had enthusiasm that persisted throughout the project. As I mentioned, this is a project that takes place over a whole year. It's a hard project. It's the capstone of their experience. It's difficult to put this piece of work together. To maintain sort of that enthusiasm throughout is exceptional. So congratulations, Shay and Jessica, for this distinction. The next award is the Translational EBP Project Award. Our awardees are Lauren Hudgens, Amy Selvin and Betsy Batts, and Maddie Smith. The Translational EBP Project Award is meant to recognize projects that show an exceptionally innovative application of evidence-based practice. So these projects are noteworthy because they provide a clinical implementation model in cases where the intervention options are often not readily available or straightforward. So in particular, some comments I'll highlight from these awardees. With Lauren Hudgens, Lauren translated a key therapy approach to the bilingual context by reviewing existing literature around monolinguals and emerging bilingual research. She attended additional trainings to learn about the approach and expanded our procedures for children with speech sound disorders to a home program, but also by adapting it to the unique cross-language context of bilinguals. Congratulations, Lauren. A group project. Yes.
Woo, good job, Lolo.
Awesome. I share your enthusiasm.
Stephanie, can you advance the slide?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, here we go. Thank you. Amy Selvin and Betsy Batts did a joint project together. Some of the qualities that were noted in their nomination was that the clinical product they put together was of exceptionally high quality. They had a very strong literature review, pulling together key pieces of existing research. And overall, their work was of such high caliber that it was at a level where it could be submitted for peer review. So congratulations, Amy and Betsy, for those accolades. Lastly, Maddie Smith. There were also many key highlights here for Maddie. So I'll just point out a few of these notes. For Maddie, we noted what a great presentation Maddie gave at our colloquium this past spring. We also noted that Maddie demonstrated exceptional critical thinking skills, integrating research findings and synthesizing empirical data with her own graduate program experiences. The assessment tool that Maddie created translates literature to practice and has the potential to facilitate programmatic changes as well. Of note, also, Maddie applied to our American Speech, Language, and Hearing Association convention, the annual conference that will happen later this fall, as well as the OSHA conference for our state to share her project and ultimately satisfy this final step in the evidence-based practice cycle. Congratulations to these awardees. Lastly, the third award is for the emerging scientists. I'll advance the slide here to show you our awardees are Rachel Rapp, Kelsey Louie, and Amanda Brown. The Emerging Scientist Award is meant to recognize an exceptional alternative evidence-based project that shows clear evidence of critical thinking, command of relevant research methodologies, and a strong clinical application. I'll start with commenting on Rachel Rapp. Her nomination included comments noting her diligent work. Her mentor noted that she was a sincere pleasure to collaborate with. Her presentation was very clear, well organized, and Rachel demonstrated confidence and was very knowledgeable and passionate about the topic, which made it great to be in the audience and hear from her. She presented complex material in a way that made it easy for listeners to digest and understand. Congratulations, Rachel, on your accomplishment. Kelsey, some notes for Kelsey were that her paper was stellar, a strong piece of work that was that demonstrated an impressive ability to take a non-traditional project and produce a highly relevant product that was inclusive of a thoughtful and interesting perspective that has relevance for a variety of institutions that are implementing electronic medical record systems. Her work stood out as superior. Lastly, Amanda Brown showed careful attention to the literature, consulted with peers and supervisors to develop materials and analyze findings. Her project was also notable for its practical application, in particular to improving the diversity of students that we recruit into this profession. Congratulations to all of you for your excellent work over the last year and commitment to this process. We wish you the best in your next endeavors. Round of applause from me.
Thank you, and congratulations to all the students who received awards today. So next up, we have a little thank you for other members of the audience sitting here. I think as McKay had noted before, graduate school really is a journey. And while we are explicitly recognizing our students today, we also really want to take the opportunity to recognize all of the other individuals who played such a crucial role in really helping these students reach that goal. So on behalf of the 2021 graduates, we send an immense thank you to all of the family, friends, caffeinated beverages, and other support network members for all they have done along the way.
yes, I just wanted to respond to an officer. He came, the
Thank you to all of you for sharing such beautiful photos and videos, and for confirming to us faculty that you did indeed have some fun during graduate school, both pre and post pandemic. So we love to see that. And now that leads us to the moment that you all have been surely waiting for, the class superlatives and our unofficial CDS conferral of degrees for our graduates. So apologies for not introducing myself before. My name is Samantha Schoon. I am the current program director of the wonderful CDS program. And Jen and I now have the distinct honor of bestowing this unofficial conferral of degree on you all today, but not before we have a little bit of fun first. So to get you all as engaged as we best can via Zoom, Jen and I are going to first read the superlative, and then we're going to pause for a moment and allow everyone to take a guess as to who that might be describing. So you are more than welcome to type your guess into the chat box. We'll then announce the new graduate and again pause to allow you all to use the chat box to really send your warm wishes and to celebrate each graduate individually. So here we go. First up, most likely to like your post on Instagram and has the best hair. I'm especially looking at you, graduating students. What do we think? All right, I am pleased to introduce Jessica Johns, your newest speech language pathologist. Jen, are you up next?
Yes, most likely to become a famous photographer on the side. Who are your guesses? Congratulations to Emily Enns, our newest speech language pathologist.
All right, next up we have most likely to be dressed for success at 8 a.m. We're really appreciating the engagement happening in the chat box over there. Okay, join me in recognizing Zella Karafis, the newest graduate of the 2021 cohort.
Okay, who's most likely to know how to play multiple instruments and how to write a perfect AAC funding report? Janine. Please help me recognize Miriam Ash, our newest graduate. Yay!
Next, we have most likely to make the most beautiful and precise data tables. We have some competition on this one, I see. All right, congratulations, Amanda Carver, speech language pathologist, class of 2021.
Most likely to be laughing during class and to be super hydrated from using her new water bottle to hide it. I am proud to announce Magdalena Van Leeuwen, our newest speech language pathologist.
Next up, we have most likely to provide speech therapy to a rock star. All right, we are proud to introduce Brooke Powell, your newest CDS graduate. And for after the ceremony, Jamie would like to know what that means. So please reach out and let her know.
Most likely to marry Robert Pattinson, then make a meme about it. I'm excited to announce Maddie Smith, newest speech language pathologist, class of 2021.
Next, we have most likely to be listening to the new Jonas Brothers album, Right at Midnight. I'm so pleased to present Betsy Batts, your newest speech language pathologist.
Most likely to know how to wrap the perfect burrito. That's a skill I could use in my house. I wrap a lot of burritos for my kids.
Everyone's secrets come out today.
Please join me in recognizing Rachel Dolan as our newest graduate of the class of 2021.
Next up, we have most likely to sing karaoke with you during a session. Presenting Shay Sommerfelt, your newest speech language pathologist.
Most likely to appreciate your dog memes. Little competition for this one too.
We did see in the videos that you are all very much animal lovers, so.
Congratulations to Helen Davis, newest graduate of the class of 2021.
Most likely to attend class from a different country. You all got that. Congratulations to Caitlin Keel, CDS graduate, class of 2021.
Most likely to be a school administrator in Davis, obviously. Join me in recognizing the success of Rachel Foley, our newest speech language pathologist.
Next, we have the most likely to have completed all the readings and be 2 weeks ahead on assignments.
I like to see all these readers.
I do. And I am so proud to introduce your newest speech language pathologist, Jessica Zeeb.
Most likely to be cycling into a new adventure. Our sincere congratulations to Becca Wilson, newest graduate of the class of 2021.
Most likely to have a cat in her session. Special shout out to Meatball. Congratulations, Haley Neptune, speech language pathologist, class of 2021.
Most likely to color code her multiple planners. Jenny Capilotto, our newest speech language pathologist.
Most likely to be your adventure buddy. And all other information has been withheld because government surveillance, aka birds, are watching. Now I know this might have come down to two individuals. So presenting Claire Mullaney, your newest speech language pathologist.
Most likely to listen to all of your problems without complaining once. Congratulations to Erin Marr, our graduate of the class of 2021.
Who is most likely to have already finished the assignment you just looked at for the first time and be nice enough to help you with it? Introducing Kelsey Louie, CDS graduate from the class of 2021.
Most likely to head a social justice movement.
Good luck.
I think I got everything.
Congratulations, Amanda Brown, class of 2021.
Most likely to invite you over for wine and board games, and also feed you dinner. I am thrilled to introduce your newest speech language pathologist, Rachel Rapp. And it's also great to see how many of you helped feed each other during graduate school.
Most likely to brighten your day with her amazing laugh. Congratulations, Michelle Brunader, class of 2021, our newest speech language pathologist.
Most likely to sketch an anatomically correct and aesthetically pleasing larynx. Congratulations to Lillian Hallett, 2021 CDS graduate. Most likely to know all the tea and all the answers to questions in class. Thank you from your cohort mates. And with certainty, I am pleased to present Brandon Zuhl, your newest speech language pathologist.
Most likely to use yoga with every client she sees. We recognize Isabella Carino, class of 2021.
Most likely to have at least 5 tattoos no one knows about.
I hope whoever this is, their family knows about him.
And this is a good opportunity to say that Jen and I did not write these superlatives.
Thank you for clarifying.
Introducing your newest speech language pathologist, Anna Scott.
Most likely to use her extensive costume collection to engage clients. Congratulations, Devin Blitz, class of 2021.
Most likely to quote The Office in her everyday conversations. I am proud to present your newest speech language pathologist, Lauren Hudgens.
Most likely to make materials that look like they were commissioned by a graphic design firm. We recognize Amy Selvin, class of 2021.
Most likely to be a wonderful, empathetic, and insightful person who can also squat 200 pounds. No surprise, I am thrilled to introduce Chelsea Wilkes, 2021 CDS graduate.
Most likely to support her classmates and tell you how amazing you look after you pulled an all-nighter. Presenting Lindsay Morgan, graduating class of 2021.
Most likely to do her EBP on why birds aren't real. Congratulations to Michaela Lindsay, your newest speech language pathologist.
Oops, go back.
Oh, bummer. Surprise. Did everyone close your eyes on this one?
Most likely to know how to fix your dying plants. This one's not a surprise, but congratulations to Lily Murch, our newest speech language pathologist, class of 2021.
And most likely to bring her cat on a hike. We are honored to recognize Megan Kearney, a 2021 CDS graduate. Thank you all for playing along with us on these superlatives. And again, a big congratulations to the entire 2021 graduating cohort. And as we continue our celebration together today as a community, the amazing accomplishments of our 2021 Masters cohort, we also mourn as a community the loss of Megan, a most valued member of the cohort. Sharing from the foundation website that has been created in her honor. As Megan went through the process of choosing a university to obtain her master's degree, she found the program at the University of Oregon. Having never been there, she made a visit and instantly fell in love. 3,000 miles from home, not knowing a soul, just she and her cat. And from day one, she knew she had made the right decision. From the bonds she formed with her entire cohort to the amazing faculty and facilities, Megan was fully immersed into all things duck. Though she spent a short time there, she made an impact on all she met, and they certainly had an impact on her. Her amazing experience in Eugene has ensured that the University of Oregon will forever hold a place in the hearts of all who knew and loved Megan. I would like to now turn it over to Magda, who will be sharing a collaborative poem created by the cohort in Megan's honor.
Hi everyone, I'm Magda. I'm one of the class representatives for our cohort along with Betsy. So Betsy and I wanted to find a way to just kind of honor Megan in a small way. We know that words in this poem aren't enough to really encapsulate how wonderful and incredible she was, but we just wanted to give it our best shot. And so we reached out to everyone in our cohort and asked them, when they think of Megan, what do they think of? Also, between Betsy and I, we talked about me reading it because I'm less likely to cry, but not totally unlikely to cry. So we're going to get through it and see how it goes. So when I think of Megan, I think of warm hellos in the Headco Clinic, discussing everything Chicago, beautiful, caring Disney lover, laughter, kindness, comfort, vibrance, exuberance, and humor, facing our fears of leading vocal warm-ups together, being a chill dog, kindness, warmth, karaoke, genuine connection and adventures. She was a light, she brightened up the room. Her Midwest accent, her charming Midwest accent, laughter, joy in that Midwest accent, cat TikToks, her Midwest accent, and the brightest smile. Being a fellow believer that birds aren't real, which they aren't. Friendly and funny and down for a good time. Her sincerity and authenticity and her calm presence. Her saying, absolutely. A hardworking, hilarious, open, and trustworthy person. A love of all things Disney. A huge smile. And a compassionate heart. How she always wore Converse and was a loving cat mom. A dependable, empathetic friend who has a great sense of humor and who had made everyone feel welcome. Her love for her cat, Larry's personality, and her being so wonderful with her clients. Her willingness to play soccer with only guys with me, but also being smart enough to say, what if we just joined a co-rec team instead? Also, her singing High School Musical with Brandon at the bars. Megan saying, hey pal, a kind smile and a warm welcome to any room or hallway. An invitation to sit and be present. Artie in his brand new cat carrier and her Smarty Pants Halloween costume. Selflessness, and authentic friendship. What a loyal and kind friend she was to me and others. She inspires me to try and be as friendly and as open with others. Her dedication to help anyone she came in contact with. No matter how small it was, just a smile when someone was feeling down, she left everyone who met her better off. Cats. I remember the first time I saw a picture of her hiking with her cat in a cat pack, and it just cracked me up. I also think of when we went out for drinks with a group from the cohort, and she complimented my top. And of course, it had a cat picture on it. Now I think of her every time I see it in my closet. And last but not least, the type of kind, compassionate, and perceptive person that can get along with everyone and see the best in everyone, but also a crazy cat lady who not only owned a cat pack, but actually used it. And so that is our poem to honor Megan.
Thank you, Magda, and thank you to all of the cohort members for contributing to that. We know it was very meaningful to everyone to be able to include Megan in our graduation ceremony today, as well as the university graduation ceremonies upcoming over the next few days. So I'm just going to pause for a moment and allow you all to take an opportunity to remember and celebrate Megan and celebrate each other as you have reached this momentous occasion in your careers. And as we now approach the end of our ceremony activities today, I will first put out a request that when we are all done, we love to attempt a cohort photo. Zoom has advanced a long way in the past year or so, and so I do think it is possible for us to organize this and arrange all your little boxes to get you on a screen to snap some photos. So just as a reminder, don't go off running off quite yet when we're done. Stay, celebrate, let us snap a photo, and then continue to stay on and let us all leave and enjoy each other's company. So with that, let me be among the first to welcome you all as our newest colleagues. You are a part of a historic group of new clinicians, a cohort that will lead us into new discoveries, opportunities, and challenges that none of us could have ever imagined. The culmination of your academic journey has been set against a backdrop full of uncertainties, anxieties, and traumas resulting from the global COVID-19 pandemic, the incomprehensible murders of members of our Black, Asian, and Indigenous communities, and the very prominent continued displays of racial injustice and oppression. Through it all, you have demonstrated your resiliency, your drive, and your compassion. You have learned how to persevere. You have learned the necessity of advocacy. You are problem solvers and critical thinkers. You are the future of the speech-language pathology field. To echo what others have said here today, we know that you will use these skills to not only change the lives of the individual clients you treat, but to truly transform our field, tackling both the new and historically embedded challenges that we have all experienced. And while you will lead the way for these systemic changes, know that you are not alone. Our commitment to supporting you does not end at graduation. Do not hesitate to reach out. Please share with us your successes, but also let us know what we can do to help. We look forward to continuing to support and learn alongside you. I also want you to take a moment and look around at the peers who are here with you today. You are all in this together. We value the importance not only of the relationships that we as faculty cultivate with our students, but the strong bonds that you all form with each other. Help each other, hold each other accountable. Together, you all will make a difference in this world. It gives me great pride to officially say, congratulations, class of 2021 graduates. And with that, all of you who have been so patient in staying muted, feel free to unmute yourselves, give a shout out, give a holler for everyone you are here celebrating today.
Yay! Yay, Auntie Chelsea!
Devin!
Yay!
Chelsea!
Lindsay, Morgan, Taylor. Hey, Marla. Hello, baby girl. Congratulations, Lindsay Morgan.
Congratulations. See you this weekend.
You want video? You guys want to be on there? I don't.
Way to go, Manny. You made it.
So proud of you.
Michaela, where are you? I'm so proud of you. Love you. Woo!
Here, Kelsey.
Very cute.
Congratulations. So proud.
Kayla, wave to us.
Proud of you, Kelsey.
No, she's not waving.
Come kiss my thumb.
Bravo, bravo to all of our graduates. So I'd like to just take one quick pause and see if we can attempt a cohort photo, and then we can all join in and celebrate again. So what I'm going to request, what might make it easier, is if you are not a member of the cohort, if you can turn your camera off for a moment, because then I can easily see everyone else.
Video or the camera, the whole thing, like there. Did you turn off the camera? No. So see that?
Thank you.
This one here?
Yeah. And if you are a member of the cohort, if you can unmute yourselves for a second so we can try and bump you all to the first screen and give a shout out or a cheer for yourself.
Congratulations.
The camera.
All right, so we are starting to see you all appear, and let me move these pictures around. And feel free, you all can keep talking to each other too.
Here we go. Oh.
Sorry, there's a lot of people here celebrating with you all. So it's taken a moment just to find all your wonderful videos.
Hi, Klaus. Hello.
Let's see if there are other folks.
Klaus.
Okay. Oh, yes, I see many of you. Here we go. I'll warn you before I snap a photo, but if you all want to make faces at this moment, that is fine too. And those of you who are still on, feel free to keep putting those congratulations in the chat box. And we will be sharing this video and chat with everyone, with all of our graduates, so you can have a copy of this to keep for yourself as well. We're almost there. A lot of you are on the second page.
If we were doing faculty superlatives, Samantha, I would say that you're most likely, among many other things, to make sure that we get great group photos.
It's important because we would do that all in person. So we should do it all here as well. Okay. I think I have you all. So we will do a number of these to make sure we get everyone's best sides and angles. But feel free, I will just keep taking some snapshots right now, and let's all smile and cheers. You're all doing fabulous. Smiles. Maybe throw up some O's. And whatever your best celebration pose is, because you all did it.
Yeah.
And any other requests from you all of what you would like to do, how you would like to pose? Shout it out now while you're all together.
Jumping photo.
You can do your best. I will snap the pictures. If you want to sit jump, go for it. Some people were going to participate, and some of you said, nah, that's okay.
Are we doing it? If we're doing it, we need a countdown. I'll count down. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, one more time. Count down one more time, Lauren.
1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm going to make one last request. Shay, would you be able to turn a little bit? Because you actually can't see your face, I just noticed, with the bright light behind you. And then we'll do another smile and cheers. Oh, your house is so lovely and bright.
I'm in Hawaii right now.
even better. So just get nice and close. There you go. Nice and close to the screen and it'll pick you up. All right. One more big smile from everyone. Okay. I think one of those 100 photos should be okay. So now feel free to unmute again. Everyone is now more than welcome to celebrate, throw your hats in the air, chat. I know we all love to stick around and celebrate with you for a little bit, and then we are more than happy to leave this room open for you all to celebrate as well with each other. So thank you to all the families and friends who joined us here today. We will officially end the ceremony, but continue the chatting and celebrations. Congratulations, 2021 cohort.
Yeah. Recording stopped.
Congrats, Michaela.
Kelsey.
Keep going.
Congratulations, Betsy.
Double Amanda.
Betsy, congratulations. Go, Maddie.
Congratulations, Ray.
Oh, who?
Love you.
Betsy. Kelsey, congratulations.
Yay. You guys supposed to be working on your graduation day.
Are we unmuted?
What do they do? Put that chat to get a voice heard on there?
Congratulations, Auntie Miriam.
Congratulations, everyone.
I'll say congratulations, Annie. She can't see the wave, but she can hear it if you say congratulations, Annie.
Congratulations.
There's Michaela.
Way to go,
Lauren.
Congratulations, Miriam and roommate.
Hi.
Hi. Beautiful friends. Hi, baby.
We love you.
We love you. Love you. We love you. Congratulations, Lindsay.
All right.
Oh, you don't know if she's looking at us or somebody else.
Hi, Mom. Hi, honey. Oh, there you are. Ah, congratulations.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, hi, Chris again. Oh, man. Hi. Hey.
Hi,
Hi.
No, I was gonna say, I'm learning so sorry. Lindsay, we're proud of you.
I think she'd get in it.
You love you, my flag go. My flag.
Okay.
Not the same as the real thing, is it?
Wait, I don't see us.
No.
It's on Wednesday.
And I hope we don't have to wear it anymore.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. That's
Hi,
what I was
Michaela.
asking earlier. Should I go to my lunch shop?
Whoa! Oh, I went through half a box of Kleenex.
Thanks for the signs, Mimi and Jerry.
Let's see.
Mimi.
Go Ducks!
Go
Go
Ducks!
Ducks!
Go Ducks! Congrats!
Hey, we love you.
Love you.
How you doing?
Congratulations, everyone. Thanks, Mimi and
Bye,
Jerry.
baby. Have a fun night.
All right.
That's good.
Love you.
We'll catch you later. See you Saturday, Kels.
Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll be Saturday or not. Devin muted.
Yeah, we'll see you Saturday, Kels.
Oh, shit.
Duck.
Oh, boy.
Later. Hi, Amanda. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Dad. Hi, Tamara.
Hi.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Oh,
Bye.
love you.
Love you too.
Where are you, Devin?
Beautiful smile you have.
Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Grandma.
Hi, sweetie. Congratulations.
Thanks, Grandma.
There you are. That big. It's about time I found you. That's great. I knew you'd do it, though. I knew.
Anything else we know in here?
How did I lose you now?
Think about it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's turn.